Hey guys, what's going on? This is the Cryptojarhead. Apologies for the late strategies, but hey, this program hasn't even launched yet, so deal with it. I've been traveling the past few days, spent a little bit of time up in Washington for a job interview. Hopefully that went well. I love crypto. Unfortunately, I'm not at the point where I can do crypto full time. It would be great to be there, and evolution is certainly a step down that path, but unfortunately I am not. So anyway, the long-awaited strategy. Be prepared. I've actually got 3 videos planned for today. I'm going to try and get them out quick, short videos, just getting the strategies out there, hopefully without a ton of color commentary, and hopefully my kid behaves, because I've already tried to make this video 3 times today, and he just seems to know when I'm making a video. So, without further ado, here are a few different strategies that I have come up with for evolution. Okay. Now, option 1. This is the pump and dump strategy. Okay, it's pretty basic. We've been doing this for a long time as a community, especially with these smart contract games. And keep in mind, this evolution is not a game, it's a platform. But people are going to treat it as such, and you can make money with it that way. So, let's go ahead and outline this as a viable strategy. The pump and dump. You're going to buy in now as an ambassador, right? And to do that, you're going to have to go on to Discord to get a hold of Obi-Wan Kenobi, or go on Telegram, and TDN is still helping him out with that. I'm not sure what the price is right now for the ambassador price, because it does, just like after it launches, the price goes up as more people buy in. So those guys are handling that. I'm not handling that. But your target price for this strategy would be less than $1.25 per token. Okay, we're going to say that you start with a couple of Ethereum, $1,000, and at $1.25, that's going to get you 800 tokens for that 2 Ethereum, right? $1,000. Actually, I made this strategy a couple days ago. I think Ethereum's gone up in price, but we'll just stick with $1,000. Whatever that Ethereum equivalent is today, it gets you 800 tokens. Now, if you are waiting until launch and trying to get in here, there is a lot of hype. People are salivating at the mouth to get in. In fact, that's why we've let so many ambassadors in, because there are so many people knocking on the damn door. We're not actively inviting people. They're coming to us, and we can only say no so many times before we just go, okay, all right, here's the current price, But anyway, I predict when this thing launches, it's going to be fast and furious. So with that being said, if you're trying to get in on launch to buy tokens, do not skimp out on the gas. Okay, I personally, if I was trying to get in, I would budget out $10 just in gas. Go ahead and pay that astronomical fee to get in as early as possible, because, if you chimp out on the gas and 20 people get in before you, after you click that button, you're going to get a lot less tokens. So you would get more tokens for not skimping on the gas. Right? You guys understand what I'm saying, right? Now, your target sell price is absolutely up to you. If I was doing this strategy, it would be because I don't believe in the platform. I'm just looking to double my money. So I'm looking for 250 or more, right? So I'm watching the price. I'm waiting for that 250 mark. Let's say I miss it and it goes up to 275. That's fine. That's just more money for me. But doing that at 250, selling 800 tokens will get you $2,000, right? So that'll double your money. You'll also get some dividends while you're in. Remember, 10% of the buys do go to token holders like standard games do. So however much you get in dividends while you're waiting for that 250 target price is just gravy on the potatoes. So that would be the basic pump and dump strategy. Obviously, you can change those numbers to whatever suits your particular needs. But if I was pumping and dumping, I would just be looking to double my money and get out. Now, option B, HODL. This is where it gets different from other contracts. Using this strategy, the token price is kind of an afterthought. You know, obviously the lower token price you can buy, the more tokens you get, the higher your stake will be in the overall pool. So it does matter, but not as much, not nearly as much as it does in other games. So with this option, we're counting our profits long term via the dividends that are generated by the trading bot. You can also use the dividends that are generated from people buying and selling. You know, what I am going to be doing with those dividends is I'm going to be buying more tokens. And then the trading bot dividends, that is, you know, what I'll be withdrawing and taking my profit from. So using this, you're going to want at least 1,000 tokens. You know, obviously, if you're not there yet, don't worry about it. You know, we all start somewhere, guys. And don't, just like with any other crypto, don't use money that you're counting on for rent. Don't take out loans. You know, don't do all that crazy stuff that people do. You know, if you can only afford to get 400 tokens safely, then get yourself 400 tokens safely. You know, there's no shame in it. Okay, it's like I said, everyone starts somewhere, and what we are working towards at WPI is building, right? So wherever you start is where you start. You know, build up. However, you're going to want at least 1,000 tokens to get more of the dividends. You know, so you're watching the amount in the trading account more than we're watching the contract balance in the Ethereum, or the Ethereum in the main contract balance. Blah 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 blah. You know, this is because 5% of every buy and sell and reinvest is building up the trading account, and that's where the real money maker is. You know, you can watch the balance in the main Ethereum balance in the contract to get a rough idea of what's in the trading account, but we will be posting how much is in each account, you know, and also how each account is doing, you know. So that is where I would be focusing my attentions on. Okay, so let's make a few assumptions here to kind of get a little bit of money, a little bit of math going, right? Now, obviously, we have to make assumptions because we don't have perfect numbers. You know, I don't know where this account's going to be in a week. I don't know where it's going to be in 2 weeks. You know, so to get an idea of what we're looking at, we do have to make some assumptions. It's what I do. Okay, so let's assume a trading account balance of 100 Ethereum. Okay, and at the current price of Ethereum, that would be $53,000. Holding 5,000 out of 500K total tokens, right? So I've got 5,000 tokens. There's 100 Ethereum in the trading account. And the daily profits from the trading account is about $530. Okay, this gives us a 1% stake. The profits generated each week, and the profits generated each week would be $3,823.17 for a weekly profit of $38 and a little bit of change. You know, at this point, what do we do with that? We can withdraw it. We can use it to put a tank of gas in our car every week. We can use this weekly check to get into other projects. You know, I went ahead and I used Hydro just as an example because that is something I'm very interested in. I'm buying some of those as well. I already have some. I'm looking to get some more. But we always have our eyes on other coins. All right, I just use Hydro as an example. So that $38 would get you 7,646 Hydro coins, right? And if Hydro hits a nickel, that'll be worth $382. You can also use it, you know, for whatever you want. It's your discretionary fund, guys. For those of you who aren't aware of what that is, it's like what a company would set up to be used by its CEO for whatever they want. You know, you can use it to go out to dinner with a client. You can use it for, you know, gas in your tank. It's discretionary funds. Do what you want with them. It's your money, right? So I know what you're thinking. Like, Jarhead, putting in $1,000 and you want me to be excited by $38 a week, you know? Well, if you look at it as a traditional investment, you know, that's a pretty damn good rate of return. You know, I would be happy with my 401k if it was generating that every week. I would be very happy with it. But let's go ahead and let's go ahead and crank up this excitement factor, right? So as we know, people don't have any patience. They don't have faith in the project. They're going to be looking to use and abuse us, right? That's fine. We can take it. You know, and if you'd rather have the short-term cash, I encourage you to do that. You know, take your profit. I don't care if you take it as a pump and dump. I don't care if you take it long-term over time. You know, just take your profits, guys. That's that's the nuts and bolts of why we're doing this. Profits, okay? And in a non-zero-sum game, we can offer the opportunity for everybody to have an option to make profits. Now, there is possibilities where you can lose money, and I will get into that in another video that I do today. But, so, you know, if there's 100 ETH in the trading account, there's going to be a lot more than that in the main contract, and we're going to say the price is somewhere around $5, right? And if you had 5,000 tokens, you could sell it for 25 grand, right? Now, I think it's going to explode up, right? And after that happens, the pump and dump crowd is going to take their money and they're going to run for the hills. You know, do it. Go for it. You know, I'm not going to be mad at anybody who chooses to do this, right? And here's why. Because when you do that, you're going to benefit the hodlers in 3 different ways, okay? So when you dump and you take your money, 5% of that dump also goes into the trading account. So you're building up our trading account, okay? 10% is paid out to token holders as divs, so we're going to get a little bit of that money too. You know, and lastly, most importantly, the tokens they held are burned, right? So that gives us a bigger stake in that trading pool, okay? You know, and then I think once the first few whales dump out, which they will, a bunch of the other whales will go ahead and do the same thing. You know, a lot of the smaller guys are going to panic and sell their tokens and take their profit. All right, so it's going to be a domino effect. It's going to go up, and then it's going to go down. That's just the way these contracts work. You know, this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody who has been following the smart contract game for a long time. Okay? My only concern is don't sell for a loss, guys. Whatever you do, don't sell for a loss. Track your dividends and make sure that you come out with a profit. But what you do is up to you. All right. So let's take an example, right? Everyone sells, and our main contract takes a 66% hit. Now there's 150 Ethereum. That's just shy of $80,000 in the trading account, and there's only 180,000 total tokens now. So our 5,000 tokens now represents a 2.8% stake instead of a 1%. Okay, each week the trading account generates $5,734.76, of which we receive 160 bucks, you know, 0.57. Right, that's that 2.8% of that. And that's every week passively. We don't have to do shit for it. All we do is stand back and watch. Right? So if we wanted to buy Hydro with this week's dividends, we'd get 32,000 tokens. Right? Which, if it goes up to a nickel, would be 1,600 bucks. Right? Now, taken to a further extreme, the contract takes an even bigger hit. Now there's only 100,000 tokens left, and there's 170 in the trading account. Now our 5,000 tokens is a 5% stake out of 6,600 bucks generated each week, which gives us $329.97. So about 330 bucks each and every week. Right? Now, as another side bonus, the way this contract is written, let's say 6-12 months down the line, there's only 10 people left in the contract, right? And we decide that we would like to move on to greener pastures. Well, what are we going to do with this trading account? You know, we can vote to go ahead and divvy that up amongst everybody that's still in, right? So you could get like a little closing bonus, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen. I would like this thing to just continue forever, because my goal in this, you know, what I would like to do out of this is have this income generated every month be my crypto speculation fund, right? So whenever our altcoin guys, the experts, the 100Xers, as Country Boy and Medic like to call them, you know, when they come out with, you know, hey, you know, I think this coin's going to go far, I take a look and I agree, well, then I'd have my fund to go ahead and drop 100 or 200 bucks in. and it's not coming out of my pocket. I'm not buying fresh Ethereum for it, you know. So I would love for this project to continue forever, so that I don't have a time frame on that, you know. There's always going to be new coins coming out with new ideas, new people want to do new things, you know. So it would be great to be able to have something that generates funds for you to be able to get into those for free, right? That's taking that playing with house money and extending it, you know, 200 or 300 steps. So that's why I'm really excited about Evolution, because it could give me the opportunity to be able to do that. So that's all I've got for Evolution strategies, right? I know that's only a couple of them, and there's 100 different ways to play this. You know, you can do whatever you like. I do have I got 2 other videos that I want to upload today, so I'm going to go ahead and end this one and get on with those. So, Jarhead out.